The women are coming from the misty north and west, with the sands of deserts rich with spikenard and amber, with diadem of crescent moon, talks of gold and copper. The women are coming from Artemis and Kalimar. Epona comes with Isis, Nemetona, Kaliach, Inanna, Nut, Ixchel, Brig. The women are coming, walking the threads of time. Dream a little dream of me. Welcome kindreds, it's Jessica TheStoryWitch, and I have a book review and a giveaway for you today. It is this book, The Sisters of the Solstice Moon. Oh, the bookmark's falling out. Sisters of the Solstice Moon by a new author called Gina Martin. The front cover is absolutely glorious. The artist for the front cover is Iris Sullivan. Isn't that gorgeous? I love, love, love the cover, and the back the same too. It's published by Womancraft Publishing, which is the publishing house headed up by Lucy Pearce. I talk about Lucy Pearce a lot here on the channel. I love her work. She's written a number of really awesome books now, like Burning Woman, Medicine Woman, some of her older ones as well, like Reaching for the Moon, Moontime, things like that. And she has made it her business to also bring forth other woman-centered and moving towards goddess-centered with things like this now as well, that kind of work. But as a publishing house, they did not publish fiction until this book. So when I got a message from Lucy saying would I like to read the last draft basically of this book and offer an endorsement for it, I was intrigued because, like I said, she doesn't normally publish fiction, so I said yes, of course I would. Even though I'm on depth here, that was too good an opportunity to pass up. So she sent me the digital files of the last draft of this book, and I thought I'll just start reading a little bit of it tonight. And I think I read like 150 pages that first night. It's really captivating. It's really unusual because the structure of the story is not the hero's journey. It is a whole different approach to fiction, but the depth and the richness of the descriptions of the characters, and there are a lot of characters in this book. There are characters who come from all over the world, and the author Gina Martin, she has brought to life these characters with real details and things about their life, which I really, really loved. And that is what initially captivated me and kind of drew me into the story. And I think I read the whole thing then over the space of like 3 days or something like that, and I really, really loved it. It is a story of the goddess. It is a story of prehistory. I've talked about here about Maria Gimbutas and the work that she has done in Crete and how she has unearthed evidence, although people will challenge that, of a prehistory that was based on goddess worship, on matriarchal lines, which was not based on fighting or who is the strongest. It was a completely different way of living, and then something happened to switch from that way of living to our current patriarchal setup that we have today. And this story is an imagining, it feels almost like a channeling, I feel like this story has been whispered to her, from the goddess. This is something that needed to be shared as a way of opening up what we are working towards now. So yeah, it's like it's an imagining, it's a history, it's a herstory of what happened, why, well, not so much why, but of what happened. And it is the first in a trilogy, so there are going to be 2 more books in this series, which I'm really excited to read. If you are into the goddess, if you are interested in things like the chalice and the blade and what happened, our Neolithic matrilineal past, then you will really, really love this book. It is also just a really, really good story, you know. Like I said, it's an unusual story because the format of it is not like, if you analysed it from a, you know, like a kind of pick the plot apart kind of thing, you wouldn't be able to plot the plot points on a graph like people do when they're plotting out novels and stuff, like in, like I say, like in a hero's journey kind of style. But because of the way that it's written, like I said, the richness of the descriptions of place and the characters mainly, you really care about the characters and you get entwined into their story, which is no mean feat considering the number of characters that are in this book, like I say, coming from all different places, coming from their own goddess perception. The only slight criticism, to be fair, because as I am doing, it is technically a review, even though really it is more of an endorsement. I felt a little bit sad that Wales is not particularly represented as a country in here. She kind of groups together the lands of the standing stones as one, but Ireland is its own separate island in this story. You know, we're talking prehistory here, so it's like the divisions of the land. And also, if you are from down under, if you are from Australia or New Zealand, you are not particularly well represented. You're not represented in this book either. It is kind of a northern hemisphere because I'll read that a little bit actually. The kind of premise of it is that I'll read this because this will be better than me trying to waffle on and explain it to you. The women are coming from the misty north and west, with the sands of deserts rich with spikenard and amber, with diadem of crescent moon, talks of gold and copper. The women are coming from Artemis and Kalimar. Epona comes with Isis, Nemetona, Kaliach, Inanna, Nut, Ixchel, Brig. The women are coming, walking the threads of time. The full moon spills light across the sapphire and jade, the topaz and pearl of the earth, on this, the longest night of the year. Around the world, all the people celebrate with song, with dance, with prayer, with fire, asking for the return of the light, for the lengthening of days, for life to be reconfirmed. This night of the winter solstice is a magic night. This full moon is a powerful one. Their alignment creates the cauldron of transformation, poised on the edge of the beginning of an end. The earth holds her breath. Across the planet, 13 women receive the same vision. Some are suspended in ecstatic trance, some are gripped by nightmarish fever dreams. All see what is to come. They know they have been called, and they know they will answer her. So yeah, the premise is that it is the winter solstice, and in different places across the world, although like I say, technically across the northern hemisphere, as otherwise it wouldn't be the winter solstice, it would be the summer solstice. These women, these 13 women, have the same vision that the goddess is, you know, basically that the time of the goddess is finished and that patriarchy is starting. And so this story is the story of those 13 women and how they come together. I don't want to give any spoilers away. I would love for you to read it and let me know what you think. And I'm going to read actually what I said in my endorsement. Gina Martin weaves a magical tale of possibility, parting the tides to bring forth a new old understanding of our shared past, a past in which the goddess and therefore all life is held sacred. And that is exactly what we need right now. And I firmly believe that. So if that sounds good to you and you would like to have a copy of this book for free, then let me know in the comments if you would like to. And I'm going to make it a little bit like normally I just say let me know in the comments if you'd like a copy, but I would like you to let me know in the comments if you would like a copy, and also to let me know which part of the globe you are from, because I just thought that'd be fun, because it's the kind of the idea of everybody coming from everywhere together. So where are you from, and that you'd like a copy of this book. And then I'll do a draw. I'll probably do that over on my Instagram. I'll do a draw, and then I will post this signed copy of Sisters of the Solstice Moon by Gina Martin to the winner. So good luck. I hope if you don't win the giveaway, then you know you will still check out the book. Warmest blessings. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Oh, and actually I've got another giveaway coming, so stay tuned for that. Adam.